Hello folks and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do it now and hit the bell icon to get instant updates. For today's project, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful child cap. So just to show you the measurements of the cap, it's nearly 7.5 inches tall, and for the width it's again nearly 7.5 inches wide. We will do the ribbing first and then move on to the rest of our cap. And for this project I have used a 4.5mm crochet hook. So I'm using a double knit yarn over here and starting our work with a slip knot. Make a slip knot and secure it on your hook. Now starting with a chain for the ribbing, chain 8. This is the width of your ribbing, and now for the length we will make 1 single crochet in each chain, second chain from the hook. So we will have 7 single crochets. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now we'll be working in the back stitch of each single crochet. Go into that back stitch of your first single crochet, yarn over and pull the loop through the loop on your hook. This is a slip stitch. We'll be making 1 slip stitch in each single crochet. At the end of the row, chain 1, turn your work and repeat again. You have to make the ribbing as long as you want the circumference of your head to be. Here I've completed my ribbing and now I'm going to fold it into half, and just to show you the length. Now keeping the hook on the right side of your work, bring your other half from the back and now go into the back stitch of your single crochet and pick up a stitch from the other side and make a slip stitch. Join both the seams in this way. So once your ribbing is joined together, we're going to keep the seam inside and turn your work inside out. So the ribbing has upside and a bit inside, so we're going to make our stitches on the inside like this. You can see there's a gap over here as well, and just to be sure we're going to be going under 2 stitches so that we don't leave a hole over here. So this is the way you're going to be making the stitches. So now chain 1 and go into that first stitch and make a single crochet. Now the raised part, we're going to skip that and go into the lower part and make our single crochets. We'll be working a pattern in the multiples of 3, so make sure to have your single crochets in the multiples of 3. So once you've completed the round, we're going to make a slip stitch in the first stitch. Chain 2. The chain 2 here is your double crochet as well. So we'll start with our pattern over here by making another double crochet in the same stitch. Chain 2 and then a single crochet in the same space. So this is your double crochet, then chain 2 and then a single crochet, and all this is in the same stitch. So this is the pattern we'll be repeating all around, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and then a single crochet. Now the next 2 single crochets, skip them, and in the third one go ahead and make your pattern, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2 and then a single crochet in the same stitch. So again skip 2 stitches and in the third stitch make your pattern. So repeat this for the entire round. So here I am at the end of the round, skipping 2 stitches. Now make a slip stitch on the top of the chain 2 of the starting chain. And simply turn your work over here. Now keeping the yarn at the back of your work, we're going to go into the chain 2 space. So make your pattern over here in this chain 2 space, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2 and then a single crochet. So now for the entire round we'll be working in these chain 2 spaces. So here I am at the end of the row, joined with the slip stitch on the top of the starting chain 2. Now turn your work again and again working in the chain 2 spaces, repeat your pattern. So in this way, repeat a number of rows until you have nearly 6 inches including the ribbing. So here I've completed a number of rows, and with this measuring tape I'm showing you that I've completed nearly 6 inches, and this is including the ribbing. So now we're going to start with our decrease rows. So starting a row in the usual way, making a double crochet and another double crochet. So you've got your 2 double crochets. You can place a stitch marker over here just to make sure that you know where you're decreasing your rows from. Next we're going to chain 1 instead of chain 2 and then make a single crochet again in the same space. So in the decrease we're chaining 1 instead of 2 in the middle of the double crochet and the single crochet. So go into the next space, make your 2 double crochets, chain 1 and then a single crochet. Repeat this for 2 rounds. So I'm at my second round, and here I'm making my 2 double crochets, chain 1 and a single crochet in the chain 1 space. Now join your round with a slip stitch and turn your work. Now starting the next row, in the chain 1 space, make a double crochet and a single crochet. So this is another decrease. Go into the next space, make a double crochet and a single crochet. Repeat the row twice. So after finishing 2 rows, I am at the end of the row, joined with the slip stitch. And now we're going to do our decrease row, which is a single crochet row, but I'll be doing a decrease of a single crochet in each stitch. Chain 1 and insert your hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and repeat this to decrease your final row. So here I am at the end of the row, joined with the slip stitch. So you can see that the center space is very narrow now. I'm going to leave a long tail and cut off the extra yarn. So here you can see the height of the cap. It's a little more than 7 inches. Now cutting off the extra yarn, and do a chain 1 and pull it through so that there's a knot which is secure. And now weave it on your needle, and we go in and out from each stitch. So go in and then back out from the other for the entire row until you reach the first stitch. So this is a simple running stitch, you can also say, at the place where you started, and then pull the yarn to close that gap. Pull it tightly to secure it, and now tie a knot. So go in from any space, come out, and then pull it through that gap, the center space, and then pull it tight to close it. So I've put the needle inside the gap and I've weaved inside the gap, and this is the final look of the gap. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.